let's see now. What are we working on? Hmm. I love getting that extra globe out of the little guys in the champion packs. Oh, God. Right into the bomb, dude. Glad I didn't empower this. That was just a stupid way to go. Now, see, I think wrenching slam might actually be good with the ancient Parthian defenders. Because it's double damage for stunned enemies. Frozen enemies. And that's instead of falter, which gives, well, it's a damage reduction from them. So it's defensive boost, and it's also 25% more damage to them. So I don't know, maybe it's not worth it. But with Parthan defenders, God, that would be more defense for sure. Oh, that's only 6% damage. Now we're gonna get rid of that. Or we're gonna turn it into a primal. One of the two. No, I don't know, man. Just everybody thinks they have the right idea, and they're all different. So, alright, so we need an ancient puzzle ring and more bounty mats for our next altar. It doesn't matter which one we pick, that's what it's going to cost. It's going to cost 50 of the bounty mats and one ancient puzzle ring, and that's what's next. So there's no skipping it. You got to do that. You know what I mean? It's like the way it was explained to me was not straightforward. It was just really excited, and it was, you know, um, not well thought out. And then I was extremely tired when it was explained to me, so he made it sound like you could pick and choose what you were going to turn in when you were going to turn it in. When of course that isn't what happens. I mean, the offerings go in order. So this is the next offering that I need to make. Ancient puzzle ring. 50 of each bounty mat. And then I can use it on this one. Damage missile damage reduction. I can use it on this one. This one. This one. This one I still need to get. See, it doesn't matter which one of these I... Wow. Wow. Dang. I can get that one. When you drink your health potion, you manifest 3 runic circles on the ground that grant increased damage, increased cooldown reduction, or increased resource cost reduction. That's awesome. Alright, so what did I say? Wrenching slam instead of threatening shout. Let's see. Mm. Shout with great ferocity, causing enemies within 25 yards to falter and take 25% increased damage from all sources for 6 seconds. So I said like this. I said ancient Parthian defenders. Um, yeah, that's a good necklace, man. That's gonna be hard to beat. Mm. And this is a 73. We're definitely gonna take that. Fulminator. Alright, now we need word in the cube. Now, does it stun them? Wait, ground. Stunning all enemies. Wow. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, see, I think I'm gonna die left and right. Oh, damn. Well, I think I can still switch that. Yay. I should probably wear Boon of the Hoarder. Mm. God, that itches. It's dry. Yeah, I've been playing this game for years, since it came out pretty much. Off and on. But I've never really bumped into anybody who knew it all. I bumped into a lot of people that knew what was, the best thing to do, but not anybody that really really played that much. They just, cut and paste pretty much. And that sucks, man, because this game is deeper than that. So cooldown would be good for this kind of build. Or Ingion would be nice. Mm. So if we weren't going to use word, what would we then use in the cube? They say we should use the Ring of Royal Grandeur and have the two-piece. Well, if I can't craft primals of the two-piece, then I'm not going to use it. See, I have this ancient piece, but I'm not going to use that. Let's see, I have this ancient one, but I'm not going to use that either. I mean, it's better than my ancient Parthens, but it's not good. It's just not good enough to wear. Even with that bonus, which is, I gotta say, quite a nice bonus. Yeah. I don't know, maybe we should try it. I just didn't like your tone, dude. And that's what I do with motherfuckers that I don't like. God, no, this sucks. I need to get that missile damage reduction. pretty sure Ancient Parthian Defenders is a stun. Not a freeze. And they're not the same thing, dude. As far as I know, a stun is a stun and a freeze is a freeze. And it always will be. Or why make them different to begin with? Why waste the money to make them different if they're the same? Why do that? Because they're not the same. Dude, it's really, really, really simple when you do the math. And oh yeah, it's Blizzard's fault. Well, maybe you just don't know what you're talking about. You know, that could be. A lot of people do, but then, I try not to mention, say anything specific about anything because I really don't fucking know. I don't have a clue. But I've done some like experimentation and I've just noticed that some of a lot of what people are saying is just not true. It's just not right. Like about the freeze and the stun. I mean, a freeze is not a stun. It's not. It's a control and parrying effect when it's done on you, but it's. Because then you wouldn't need a word. You just need to wear frostburns, you know? Why is there frostburns in a word? Because they're different. They're not the same thing. I don't know how many different ways I can say it, but and it's not a matter of you trying to prove anything at this point because, you know, wow, that is so cool. Shut up, playa. No, but I can tell when somebody's trying to do something stupid like that. make make me feel jealous that they have all this shit. I don't fucking care, dude. And I'm not gonna let you manipulate me to make yourself feel better. I don't play like that, dude. That's just ridiculous, man. Uh, no, I'll honor the mentor, but I can't be pushed around by rules and shit. I won't be. I'm sorry, but those are a little steep for me. And no, dude. See, this is the kind of shit that'll get you smacked if you were anywhere near me right now. Because it's not helpful, man, and it's just not a thing that I'm interested in hearing, okay? Considering you're wrong and it has nothing to do with me, you need to take that shit and shove it up your ass, fool. Let's just do a few more runs. We'll put the boon of the hoarder in. Take the stricken out. All right. Oh, come on. There we go. See that wrenching slam? Although, you know, threatening shout and falter give you 25% more damage to everybody affected, right? Stuns give you double damage, and with Ancient Parthian Defenders, they give you Buko defense. If you can just get everybody stunned, that's all you need to really do. And then I got another method of stun, which is Fulminator and Word. It's just Squirt's necklace that does all that shit, because when I don't wear squirts, I barely ever die. And I do like 110s without squirts. You know, I don't understand the obsession. I mean, I love the necklace, yeah, but the damage dealt to you is... There's no need to die like that. You don't have to lie. I know you don't die all the time, but come on, man. Who you kidding? You just gotta remember to have like your charge up, which is Bandamite, and your if you depending on what other defensive mechanisms you have, you need to have those up as well. Because you're taking 50% damage when you're up to 10 stacks of squirts. So mitigate that and you're okay. soon as we get through here, I will show you how this build is and why it works. But I mean, I'm playing the barb. I mean, because I love the barb, but also because there's less pressure to do all that crazy stuff this season. And I mean, more power to you. If you want to be done in a week, that's more power to you, man. That's good. Be done in a week. Is that efficient? I think you just wasted a week of your time, man. You should be playing a different game. Because there is just, I mean, you don't have to get into all of it, but there's so much stuff that works, but nobody looks at it. They just go to the path of least resistance, basically. And like, I try like the squirt build with the two um, crafted pieces of armor. Mm. I have 75. I need 25 more dust to make a primal. And I want another primal. I have a primal Azarath sword, which is a 25% chance to freeze per hit. That's huge, man. With the look here. Double the effectiveness of shouts. You deal double damage to feared, frozen, and stunned enemies. Those three things right there, feared, frozen, and stunned, are all different effects. Okay? They all come from different things. They all have different items that buff them. So when it says, where is it? Right here. Word. Lightning damage has a 35% chance to stun for 1.5 seconds. So if you're stunned or frozen, you're getting double damage. So lightning damage, 35% chance. This does lightning damage. It's not about how much damage it does, it's the fact that it does lightning damage and it has a 35% chance to stun every enemy it hits. Every time. So, I mean, with the way the barbarian hits, that's a lot of times. You're bound to stun everybody in front of you. And then, of course, the wrenching slam, which was, I just had that epiphany, that idea. And I don't know, it kind of works a little bit. I'm about to set up how I run typically. Here it is. Mordic's Brace. That's like my favorite. And then we need this and this. Traveler's Pledge. Compass Rose. So you get 100% damage there. It's just, it comes in a different form. You gotta be standing still to get that bonus. But the thing is, you never get the negative effect. Now, I think the only thing that we are not going to have in this build is the squirts. Because in word, we changed that. We can either change it to squirts or the bandamite. I like the bandamite because, yeah, survivability. But if we go squirts here, and we forego the bandamite, which is going to lead to a lot of death, but we should try it. Should definitely try it. See right there, man, we got 100, 200%. 200% damage. This is the most damage you can do. Is the 200% bonus right here. Damage dealt increased. Damage dealt and taken is increased. Put the stricken in. Alright, so this is how I typically run my character. With the bandamite, granted. Instead of a squirts. I mean, if I'm feeling bold, sometimes I'll use a squirts. Just by choice. Right now we're doing it to see how well it performs. I don't think this is really going to tell us anything. Nephilim Rift. So we'll do like one hit quits here. Killing everything in one hit. Wow, this is just too sparse. We need to get to the next level. And then you get the mitigation from the suit, so that's also keeping me alive right now. And this is only a 70 Nephilim Rift, but I know that, see, I'm getting hit. Oh, dang it, I'm still doing lightning damage. I like this, but this is, like I said, just a 70 Nephilim Rift. Oh, really? Nice. So what should we do? 105, 106, just to see if we can stay alive, which I don't think. But we're gonna do it anyway, because you got the 50% when you're running with the Traveler's Pledge and Compass Rose. Alright, so Traveler's Pledge, Compass Rose, Squirts in the Cube. We're not running Band of Might. You think we can do a 105? We got the 50% from the Traveler's Pledge and the Compass Rose. With that buff, do you think we can do it? We now have 200% additional damage. Nope. We'll see. Oh, damn. You know what would be really helpful? I should change my frenzy from lightning to cold. And then we should do threatening shout. Reduce damage done by enemies by 20% and increase damage done to them by 25%. Yeah. See, I'm not boasting anything. I'm not saying, hey, this is the way to do it, or hey, whatever. I'm just saying this looks like it could work. Don't know about a 105, but I was doing the 70. Nephilim Rift pretty damn easily. Squirts, Depth Diggers. So typical Frenzy build except for a few changes. We're going to try one more thing after this. Nice, we got the little mobs. Oh, dang. Oh, dude, I don't think we're going to be able to do this like this. So we're going to have to get rid of squirts. See, we're going to need to ban the might. Alright, that's okay. That's okay. Oh no, we need the cube. That's what we need. See, look at all that. I was like face tanking that ice thing, bandamite. And yeah, you would argue this, that if you put the bandamite on, which it probably won't be an 80 unless it's primal, and then you can wear squirts, right? And the convention of elements. I mean, that's true. That is definitely a way to run the build. That is, and it probably works, maybe even better. But not for me. And that's what I'm trying to say, man. To make it fit everybody, or thinking that it does, it's not true. It's just not true. So now I'm tanky because I got the Traveler's Pledge, Compass Rose, and the Bandamite. Now I'm just thinking that the Parthon Defenders, Ancient Parthon Defenders, and the Wrenching Slam are going to work well together. You're gonna lose Threatening Shout. That's the one you're gonna lose. I mean, you can try to do it with something else, but there's nothing else you can really. And that's for solo. That's for solo. You need Threatening Shout in a group. That you can't live without that. I mean, you can fool around with it, and you can try and give up another skill for it, but nah, you really shouldn't. You should just go Threatening Shout, live without it, or you know, get a respectable guide and do cookie cutter build. This is not a guide or anything but theory. This is all theory. You know, in theory, it should work like this, but does it? You know, and then the experimentation. Wow, that guy. Oh, dumbass. And notice how I'm clearing the maps. Nobody does that anymore. I'm not saying you should start to do it or do it, but I always love clearing the maps, finding the edge of the map in Diablo 2, you know, just filling in the whole thing and taking my fucking time. Because when you really like something, you don't rush it. You do not rush something you really like. You just don't do it. It's like Diablo has never been a job for me. You know, not enough people give a crap what I do for it to even matter. And I wouldn't want it anyway. You know, this is fun for me. As soon as it becomes a job or work, or you have to get this much done in this much time every day, you have to be 1,000 Paragon before the season's over. You know, all this stuff, man. It's like, uh, I love the game, but I don't, that part of it I never really enjoyed. Cause I literally never got to that point. Somebody has always carried me there, and that's just not the way I like to roll. Juggernaut. Yeah, that was interesting. And because I didn't clear the 105 in like 5 seconds, and there's other barbs out there that, are clearing 140s and stuff like that. That's all good. I'm cool like that. Or I might not be cool like that. It's cool like that. I think that's cool. Am I jelly? Fuck no. And there's just some people who were playing, I just don't like their tone of voice, man. It's like, oh man, you're mucking on my Discord. You need to get the hell out of here. All these, people did it to them, so now they need to do it to other people kind of crap, you know? I feel like I bumped into a lot of that. Like people come in like me, pure, trying to play a game, and I mean, all of a sudden it's just a fucking math problem. It's like, damn it, I'm back in school. What the fuck? Pardon my language, but man, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Yeah, and I gotta get up a lot. That's another thing, man. I don't just sit in front of my fucking computer all goddamn day anymore. I used to do that, and I paid to the nose for it, man. I missed half of my kids' frickin' baby years because of playing video games. Boy. And I only died once because of being really dumb, you know? Stupid. That's how you die with squirts too, but, you know, you got a lot less wiggle room to be stupid. A lot less. I don't even know, man. And this altar thing, I mean, yeah, great. It's cool and all. I love the buffs. Buffs are great. But some of that, I mean, I bet you there's some shit in there that I'm never gonna get. They should have made none of that. All of it should be soloable. That's what I'm saying. Something that important should be available to everybody, not just the people that are going to group. And pretty much I've been able to do it by myself so far, but I'm guaranteeing there's something in there that I'm just not going to be able to do by myself. I don't appreciate being corralled into doing anything. It's got to be number one thing. It's got to be my idea. It's got to be my play style. The skills got to go on the buttons that I want them to go onto. And that's fun. That's fun for me. Doing what I want to do is fun for me. Doing what it's like, dude, no. No, 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 no. Can't allow that. Cannot allow that in my sphere. You can take it anywhere else. You can talk as much crap as you want, but you're not going to do it in my sphere. Or within earshot of me. My sphere is pretty big. My ears are really good. Yeah, don't do that. Don't embarrass yourself. You know what I mean? You pick a fight with me, you have no idea what's coming your way. You're gambling at that point. Nobody's ever really done it in a while. I mean, I was working at Meyer, and this guy came in and started cussing at me and just ripping me a new asshole because of my position at Meyer. And I'm like, he did it coming in, he did it going out. He's like, you're a loser. You need to get yourself a real job. I'm like, son, don't you ever use that tone of voice with me again, or I'm gonna cut your mouth. I'm gonna fucking cut your mouth open, rip your tongue out, and shove it up your ass. That was all in my head. Of course, all in my head. Now, of course, it's not in my head. It's out on a stream on YouTube, but it was all in my head. So I thought I handled the situation pretty well. I told my boss, that guy, look at him, listen to him. He kept going. My boss is like standing right there, and he just kept going and going and going. I don't know. Does me saying what I said after he started yelling at me merit him continuing to yell at me? You know what I'm saying? Does that equal that? When I didn't even say it, you know? Anyway, I think we did okay with that one. It wasn't great, but we beat it. 105. Compass Rose, Traveler's Pledge, Bandamite, No Squirts Necklace. No algids, or whatever the frickin' set is that you gotta craft. I mean, I have some of that. That's the one we're gonna run next. We're gonna see how well we do. Look at all those taskers. Holy cow, I got like 4 of them in that row. Two more. What's going on, man? Is that the bonus? Is that the bonus? We need the Band of Might. is dumb. There it is. Squirt's necklace. And it runs like this because you want to keep the convention of elements at all times. Alright, so we got our gems. Holy smoke. We got this, and we got this. Now we need to switch the gems. Switching the gems. Now that damage is nice, and that's because the Squirt's necklace is so good. It is, for not being an ancient, that is pretty freaking awesome right there. But the fact that it's not an ancient means that, you know, the ancient one's got to either be better or at least comparable. And then we need to do one more thing. We're going to leave the Berserk on in the Frenzy. And we're going to put Ring of Royal Grandeur. Critical hit chance and critical hit damage are right in par. Area damage is good. We could go with a little bit more cooldown, I'm pretty sure. Mm. Alright. This isn't bad. See, that last little guy, he gives that final globe. Now, I mean, I think I'm going to do the Oathkeeper next. Primal. Yeah, this is nice. I don't know why it wasn't working for me very well before. Probably because I was so tired that I forgot to buff myself up. Damn. Juggernaut.